Hello everyone, I'm Leica Bosk, and welcome back. Let's see what AlphaTauri Pierre Gasly has to say after that event. That was one of the hardest days I've had driving for AlphaTauri. Near the back of the grid, but tomorrow is another day. Pierre Gasly is a guy who's always down on his luck, has always been pushed away from Red Bull. He could be a potential signing for a team like us in the future. That's our goal, let's get it. There's nothing quite like the glitz and glamour of Monaco. It's the greatest event in motorsports. Lots of talk around the paddock about teams running a potential two-stop strategy today. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the race. On our grid, no surprise to anyone, Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. Which is a surprise, Monaco native Charles Leclerc in P3, Bottas in P4, Carlos Sainz able to get up to P5 and Sergio Perez in P6 in the Red Bull Racing team. A strong performance from Sebastian Vettel yesterday puts him in P7 with Esteban Ocon surprisingly in 8th. Out-qualifying his teammate Fernando Alonso in 9th and Lance Stroll in 10th. In the 11th place spot we have Mick Schumacher and Kimi Räikkönen in 12th. Räikkönen raced his dad plenty of times, Schumacher's dad that is. We'll see how that goes tomorrow. Or today, Nikita Mazepin and Daniel Ricciardo. Tough luck for the Australian, but he'll get back to it, we know it. Antonio Giovinazzi with a solid effort, but not strong enough. Lando Norris with a dismal qualifying, and George Russell proving that he is truly the best of the worsts. And Pierre Gasly a tough session, and Yuki Tsunoda very far off the pace, but not as far off as Nicholas Latifi. Alright, well after that we can totally see that we're going to be pretty set today. We can have super softs where 8% slower, which could be helpful. Let's first off just hop in here and see what we're going to do. It's a 22 lap race, so we need to go 10 laps with this and then go into the ultra softs. Since Kimi's starting up earlier, we're going to put him on the hypers and then go into the ultra. Have to have 22 fuel, so actually I think pit stops need to be 1 second faster, and that's the best thing for him. Antonio Giovinazzi is only starting 3 positions behind him. A new crew chief. Yeah, I'm feeling the ultra soft onto hyper softs, or potentially ultra softs into ultra softs. We could do super softs onto hyper softs, but I'm not sure if there's going to be a safety car here today. Lewis Hamilton wrecking in that a race or two ago is kind of rare. Wow. It's only 8:16 p.m., not a.m. Wow, okay. Sorry about that. I'm thinking ultra soft onto ultra softs for him. And as for Kimi, hyper softs onto ultra softs. Kimi's going to have 1 second faster, and then, you know what, Antonio Giovinazzi is just going to get to know very annoying Chief a little bit better. They're hitting it off quite well, I had to say. As we get to the 5 red lights, following around Kimi Räikkönen on the very first lap. And it's a lightning getaway, immediately P11. Sent back down to P12, Daniel Ricciardo sneaks past him. Gio, on the other hand, is falling backwards. Räikkönen is maintaining, losing. Oh, that's just a cluster right there, isn't it? Able to come out P13. Kind of dismal from what I expected, but everyone else has been advancing their car as well. Ocon gets the fastest lap. We have ERS. Send the ERS upwards. Gio falling. Oh, him and Alonso are the only ones. Well, I'm going to pause it. As we notice on the very left side, that's the graphic. That's where all the drivers are. The top 10 drivers all on Hypersoft. Alonso on Ultrasoft, which is the medium. And then notice Ricciardo and Räikkönen kind of fighting in that Ultrasoft, or the Hypersoft category as well. 14th from 19th is all super soft, which is the hardest tire compound, and Giovinazzi fell behind everyone on the hardest tire compound. He has the second fastest compound, so yeah, we'll see how this goes. It's a long race. We're only on lap 2, and Räikkönen's up to P11, P10. He gets past him. Typically known for his strong starts. It looks like he's making the strong start on the second lap. No one told him when it started, but he's still injured in doing this. Charles Leclerc with the fastest lap. Antonio Giovinazzi working his way up slightly. Try and just get past the Williams and the Haas, which makes sense. Räikkönen now fits up into the P10 area, passing Alonso, which puts him in the same strategy as the leaders. So this is kind of a watch and see kind of game, or not game, race. I wish they could give me good camera angles, please. I also have the F1 2020 video game. If y'all want to see me actually race, I can get a webcam set up, put my helmet on, and go out there and paddle shift all the way. Maybe commentate over it. Y'all let me know down below if that's what you want. As we get to the 18 laps remaining mark, Kimi Räikkönen's tires are kind of about the same as everyone else's ahead of him. Giovinazzi, on the other hand, is... the only person I can compare to is Alonso, and they're neck and neck on tire percentage. Kimi Räikkönen's starting to form a gap from Alonso, but that's just the tire compound speaking. Looks like the two Aston Martins are racing each other, which is helpful for us. That keeps them behind us in the same sense. No pits yet. Looks like Monaco native, starting in P3, has taken the lead and just gone by storm. Kimi Räikkönen does start to have a little bit of a gap here, but I don't think it's big enough for me to get him to conserve or push. He's kind of stuck in that strategy. Gio, on the other hand, he's starting to get a gap, but not the good kind of gap. If we notice, he's 23 seconds off the leader, which means Bottas could pit, who's now the leader. Wow, lead change. He could pit and still come out in front of him. Kimi Räikkönen's only 13 seconds, so he should technically pass the leader. 15 laps remaining. Hitting the ERS down there. And hit ERS on the straightaway for Gio as well. Going into the nice little sections here, right before he hits the chicane. Just good to watch. Solid race car driver right there. Not going to try to jinx anything, but I can say that we've had a strong performance, even though Gio has, he fell, but he got back up, so that's not bad. Kimi's screaming for new tires over here. I say one more lap, buddy. It's for the strategy, so one more lap from you. And Gio kind of has a gap here, and he does have the better medium tires. They're practically medium in this sense. Kimi Räikkönen, I'm not sure if he can last one more lap, but he can though, right? Yeah, he can. We're going to watch Charles Leclerc. I think Kimi's going to pit this lap regardless, but we'll see. Because I know Charles Leclerc is in, or Bottas is now in the lead. If they pit now, we know to pit. But I think we can get one more lap out of them. I think. Oh, I sure hope we can. Oh, they pitted ahead of me. Oh, too late. This is the plan all along. So we're going to put him now on the ultra soft compound, which gives him 11 laps durability. I guess we could go on to hypersofts again, but I'm going to want him to push a little bit during this sector. 48% on the car. He should be fine, but we'll see. As Alonso's tires are now coming alive, as we see, and Gio's crying for new tires. It's not awful. Kimi has fallen down to 9th, but pit strategies are about to come into favor, and since we got so much from that, we go into pits. Let's see if the time helps. If we get a good pit stop with that 1 second off, we should get ahead of Ricciardo. Jumps us. Dang it. Giovinazzi, on the other hand, up to P13. Perez and Verstappen are both in the lead. So many different strategies going on here. I know, it's a little bit difficult to follow up with, and I'm trying to follow up with it as it's happening, so... Oh, did everyone else just go right back onto hypersofts? Oh no. If that's the case, I might have just screwed up Kimi's race. That would be sucky, wouldn't it? Well, in that case, we can put Gio onto hypersofts. He lasted long enough. And as for Kimi, I'm sorry, buddy. I thought that was the strategy. Hopefully he won't be too angry. I can make him at least push, so. Bottas is on the ultras, so maybe the ultra isn't the wrong strategy, it's just tough. as we get a pit stop from Gio. Let's see what happens here. Hypersoft's on, not a bad stop. Raikkonen up P16. Track position is just so important here. He is pushing, he is getting past people. Lowering his fuel load. Did I just mess? I'm upset. Are their cars just that much faster? He should be able to get past Gasly. That gives us our goal. Once he does it, right? Yeah. Oh no. Oops. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. He should be able to pass Russell as well. If we can get him into the points, that would be great. We had a chance at it, I thought. 6 laps left. Maybe other people are pushing too hard. Maybe I'm not pushing enough. Good news is that there's been no sign of rain, so that's good. Gio's car looks a little bit worse for wear, but I can't really bring him in. We're going to have to put him back down to neutral if he wants to make it to the end of the race. Kimi Raikkonen 7 seconds off of Alonso, but he should be able to get ahead of Norris because Norris is going to have to pit on those super softs at 15%. Gio jumps up 2 spots from the pit trade. This might be a net loss kind of race for us. Be a shame if that's the case. But I guess that would just show why we need more new car parts. Thanks to the new title sponsor, Cookie Cams, we should be able to buy just those. Hopefully. Raikkonen is back up to P12 due to pit strategy. Gio should be able to get up to P14 because there's no way Gasly's surviving on that 6% tire. If we notice in the top 3, Seitz only has 19% on his tires. That's concerning if I'm him. Gio does have Norris behind him, and Norris is a very, very strong driver. What? What? It's at 15%. There's 2 laps left, and you're... You know? Maybe very annoying Chief pushed him too hard. Kimi, our hopes lie on you. I can't believe that the car condition went down that low. That quickly. That doesn't make any sense. Like, I get it was at 15% for a couple of laps, but it never showed an indicator going lower. And Kimi Raikkonen's car currently is at 18%. Is it going to break now? It's the last stinking lap, but would it break? Got Schumacher behind him on the Hypersoft, so I don't think we need to worry. I am upset at Gio, but I can say that it's the equipment that we gave him most likely. Just a little bit depressing. Especially after he had such a strong qualifying effort for his standards. And, dang. Kimi Raikkonen, on the other hand, P12, we get our goal, we get our extra money. I think the car is starting to get its form, but that retirement really hurt us. It hurt me a lot. I'm sitting here a little bit in shock, but congratulations to Charles Leclerc getting Ferrari's win at Monaco for the Monaco native. Wow. We got our goal, 12th place, that's above 14th. Here's the pit stop strategies. Let's see, we're on the same strategies. We did the same thing as the leaders. Technically, we did the same thing as Bottas, but the Mercedes is just that quick. I guess we could have gone hyper onto hyper, guys. I can put my hands up and say that was the wrong decision, but I do think I'm correct when I said we didn't do the super soft strategies, as we see everyone up here on the different tire compounds. On the slow compound first, they lost the race. Gonna have to go back to the shop and look at what happened to him. I can't believe that happened, honestly. But Charles Leclerc, Bottas, Hamilton, Sainz, Perez, Ocon, Vettel, Verstappen, falling pretty low for his standards, Stroll, Ricciardo, Alonso, Raikkonen, Schumacher, Norris, Mazepin, Tsunoda, don't know why it flips his last name, Russell, Gasly, Latifi, and Gio with a retirement. We are still currently 8th in points, and we are currently 13th in points that way. Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc are your two big dogs in the points here. That's crazy. Alfa Romeo have found themselves in the midfield. They'll be hoping for more in the future. And here we are in the Asia. I always forget that. This is F2. Yuri Vips and Schwartzman round out that. I can't say Zoo's name. Vips is in the lead for Drivers' Championships, but Schwartzman's right behind. Interesting. As we get into F3, Doohan winning another stinking race. Yeah, wow, him and Dennis Hauger are right there. It's crazy. Crazy close, that is. And now let's go to IndyCar. Scott Dixon wins again. Hunter Ryan race, second place. Romain Grosjean getting another podium, so congratulations to him. And then when we go to driver points, I'm thinking it's pretty positive. Scott Dixon won IndyCar this year. Sato did decently. Grosjean, 4th place. Not bad. I was driving past Alpine HQ last night, and I could have sworn I saw them fit a new suspension. The engineers at Mercedes have been busy. They've just shown off some brand new brakes. Red Bull Racing are bringing an upgraded rear wing to the next race in Vancouver. Wonder how that will help the impact of the race. Well, that's one benefit for this week, is that despite Antonio Giovinazzi DNFing, that means did not finish, he got an improvement point. 27 years old. I know at one point I said 29 because I can't count for whatever reason. And Kimi Räikkönen is no longer injured. Kimi Räikkönen injured got P12. So, I think we're set for next time. I'm Micah Bosk, and until next week.